For those of you who are unable to make it, you will, once you get the link that'll be sent out, if you choose to, you can look at this on YouTube and see what was going on. We still are in some of the things we're going to invite people to do. Some feedback and some information, please still let us know. And without further ado, we're going to talk about things that are happening. Everyone has experienced some of the issues we have had with the grid, and RN, excuse me, and Dari have spent the last several months upgrading things, and part of that upgrade was not just going and plugging in upgrades to the system, but a lot of time and effort spent in organizing which regions go on which servers to split things up to optimize all of the systems we have. So I'm going to let, since everyone that knows me knows how non-technical I am, I'm going to ask Dari to speak about that in a moment. And we're also ready to release the farming system that we have, and Havoc is going to speak a bit about that. And then once we get those done, then I'm going to ask some things of people. So, Dari, if you would not mind taking the floor.
Sure. I don't. So everybody knows we've upgraded, right? There's been a couple little things with the upgrade, a couple scripts and things that don't work. If you find something that does not work, or we've also noticed when we upgraded that some of the permissions get locked, please get with me so we can take care of that. As far as the upgrade, it went really smooth. Hopefully everybody can benefit from the better viewer, resing time, stuff like that. Yeah, we're balancing the grid, so please, we just ask that you be a little patient when we're having to shut regions down and bring them back up. That way we can move them along. I try and make everybody have a good notice. That way we're not just dropping a region on you unexpectedly. With that said, there's also been a couple other complications. Like this morning, half the grid was gone because one of the servers had a problem. Things like that is an unforeseeable thing, and we're trying to correct that the best we can. And just ask that everybody has a little patience with that type of stuff. I don't really have anything else as far as grid status, because a lot of things that happen behind the scenes you guys as users will never see or hear about if we do it right. So the only thing I ask is, if you notice something odd going on, even if it's like a TP that takes 10 minutes and then all of a sudden you pop over or something like that, let me know. Because today we had a little issue going, and the only reason I got clued into it was because my TP took a minute. So then I'm like, something's not right. So just let me know, either in grid or in Discord. Just give me an IM. Doing it in the group chat's great, but this morning it was posted in the group chat, and I was busy this morning, and so I didn't see a notification. So I didn't know that half the grid was down until I got to work 2 hours later. So, yeah. So if you just could help me out there, that way I can make the fix if it needs to be fixed. That's all I have as far as grid updates. Anybody have any questions for me as far as concerns or problems? I don't know if you want to do that now as RSVP or at the end.
No, I think this is a perfect time to do that. And what Dari's said, and I'd like to reiterate, there will be issues, there will be problems, and thing is to try to communicate them. We're trying to be and going to try to be much better with communicating things that are going on to everyone. And so if there is a problem, I mean, you have the right to complain, but instead of just complaining about it, please let Dari, let RN, let Havoc, even me, but then I'll have to relay it on because again I'm technologically inept. But let people know so that it can be corrected.
Yeah. Kinder, could you add my email to the website somewhere too? That
Yes,
way
Master.
somebody can email me if there's a problem too, not
Yes,
just
Master.
RN. That would be great.
Master, yeah, Master, may the girls speak freely here, Master, during the meeting? My Master?
I am fine with it as long as Havoc, Torm, Dari, and Kerrigan are okay with it.
Fine with me.
Free within reason.
Fine with me as well.
Just don't call me a dick or anything.
Okay.
Not unless you got your pants down.
Kinder just wants to say to Master Dari, Master Dari, thank you so much for everything you do for all of us. Kinder is so appreciative and you're actually to have somebody that's so knowledgeable about technology and that knows the software they're using and is Gorian, that's like awesome. And Kendra just wanted to say thank you. She just really appreciates you very much.
Thank you, Kinder.
Okay. So if no one has any questions for Dari about the grid and the systems, let's go on to the next thing. And Havoc's going to talk about the new farming system that he and Crystal, and they've gotten some other people involved, but he and Crystal has worked. I just want to mention her because how tirelessly she just worked on this thing. So, Havoc, if you'll take it away.
Basically what happened is we took the old farm system and completely redid it. The old farm system does not interface with the new. The new farm system is going to be limited in what you can do. For instance, there are no beast resers, things like that. I should also point out we're talking about a tremendous amount of work to get this all done, and I did hardly any of it, but Crystal did pretty much all of it. The reason they don't get things like reses and whatever is because we're trying to make this is not just a farm system, it's a role play system. Every sim will get a base box. They have to contact us to get it. One per sim. In that base box is what everybody would have. In addition to that, each sim gets something special. What your region is known for. Obviously, we can't get rents beer from anywhere except the rents. You kind of get shortchanged in the rents because that's all you got. So we kind of decided, even though we can't prove it, maybe the rents had sugar too, because that's a very valuable commodity. So we'll let you guys grow sugar cane too. There are HUDs which allow you to carry your goods. Right now, there's a whole shitload of them. I am working on making it into one super HUD, but I needed Mikhail's help, but I'm still waiting on that, unfortunately. We won't go into detail there. But bottom line is you're able to take that HUD, load it up with your sugar or rabbits or whatever, rents paper, all that stuff. But whatever it may be, whether it's sugar or Bosk or whatever, load up your HUD with it, come to market, and sell it. Hopefully we'll get the box working soon where there's a trade box you can keep in the market where people can buy it also. How do you buy it? Have you noticed we have money now? That is one of the major reasons for the currency. So you can actually buy and sell goods, actual hard goods. You're going to have 3 Bosk if you get Bosk. Only 1 male and 2 female. You want more? Find somebody selling some. You're going to have 1 Tarsk, or 3 Tarsk, 1 male, 3 female. That's it. You want more? Find somebody who's selling them. Same with the field. Same with just about everything. So, in a nutshell, that's it. Otherwise, it works the same as the old farm system as far as how you plant and grow and harvest. If you feel like you're missing anything, let us know. If you feel your sim should have something you don't have that it would have grown in your region, let us know. We're happy to discuss that. Any questions?
None whatsoever. I'm cleared up and ready to go.
Master Havoc, when are you going to start to give it out?
Today. We pick them up today after the meeting at the farm.
Okay.
I do have one comment about the currency. If you have issues with it, please contact me, because I'm the one that's in charge of the backside of the currency.
Yeah, the currency proper. If you want to buy and sell, that's up to you.
Yep.
We do not yet have mines. We will. We don't have them yet. Not only will we have mines, we're having a minor problem with the software on the mines. They're built, but we're having a little script issue that needs to be fixed. And as soon as they are, the most important kind, of course, are iron mines. And the reason for that is we're making it, as you already know, with the meter, you only have a limited number of arrows that you can carry. Well, it's going to be slightly changed, so not only do you have a limited number, but you have a limited number you can get, because you have to make the damn things. And to make them, you're going to need iron ore and wood and feathers. They'll have to be crafted. That will be in the next release.
So one of the
Get
cool
the mines
things.
working.
Whoops. Sorry, Master Havoc. One of the cool things Kendra was thinking about when she was thinking about the currency is that now we can put together a purse for our tournament of arms, as well as other events like the Tarn races, and there can also be Kajira auctions for money too. So that also engages roleplay a little bit further, Kendra believes.
And the last part about the mines, the test mine is right here on this sim. There's an iron mine if you want to look it over later. It's a huge one.
I do have one question too. Will our system, our farm system, like our combat system, it should be proprietary? Is it proprietary to this script? People can't take it.
No, but they can't take it anyway.
Okay.
There's nothing to take. If they end up somehow getting our currency and buying some of our goods, so what?
Okay. Because it would be our currency that it needs to do with it.
Right.
So, okay.
And
All right.
And if they're able to steal a bosk, it's the same as the Seder Farms ones, except for the
Okay.
prefix
So it doesn't
anyway,
matter.
so
Okay.
doesn't really matter.
Okay. It's just that Crystal's gone painstakingly going through and changed all the things to Gorean things. So,
Well,
We'll have to
add
brand the
Gorean products.
okay.
Not everything is what you call Gorean, but you will find it on Gore.
Okay. Right. Well, I mean, some things are, like rice is rice on Earth or on Gore. So, it's the same
And
thing.
corn
Yeah. So,
And we have Satarna instead of grain.
is that a wheat? Yeah. Okay.
And we have brown Satarna for the desert regions.
And she's got hospits and arma fruit and all those kind of things. So it's
Haga, yay.
no coffee beans, but black wine beans.
answer, Sassy.
Nice.
Yes, you already
Haga.
have. Sassy, if you look on the top of your screen, or was that not Sassy? Who asked that? Yeah, Sassy.
Yes,
You'll already notice you already have 200 coins.
yes.
Now, I should point out, do slaves have money? They don't. They have to hand. In Turia, they don't. They had to hand it all over to their masters. How you do it in your sim is your damn business, just like everything else.
Oh,
Personally, I
beauty.
don't think
Come on,
slaves
slaves.
have
Give me all your money.
I'd want my girls to give me all their money, but that's me. That's Turia. That's your way is your way.
Yeah.
That's with all things.
Right.
And that's it for the
It's every
farm. Any
sentence.
any additional questions?
One quick question regarding currency. Is there a way of earning currency rather than just trading and buying?
I'm sorry. Somebody's being very noisy. It's not hard to hear.
I think that's Kurgan's mic.
I turned Kerrigan down. I can hear now. So
Is it Kerrigan? Okay, let me turn him down. Hold on. A way of earning, is that what you asked, Torm?
That's correct. Is there a way of earning? And Velvet has a question after me.
There is not at this time. However, that is subject to change once we get the mines up and running.
I believe
Well-
it would be a nice thing, if possible, to foster growth of the sim or the grid, to offer a stipend of a certain number of CTs per period of role play within the city or within the grid. Is that possible to do, that for XYZ number of minutes, hours, whatever it might be, that you receive a certain amount of currency?
There's a system like that on Second Life. I know what you're talking about. I'll have a talk with Daria about it to see if it's even possible, technologically.
Thank
possible.
you. Go ahead, Velvet. She'll be typing her question.
Go ahead, Velvet. I still see her little hands are moving, so we'll wait. No. It will not work. I'm sorry. To say the prefixes are all different. We didn't want other farm systems that you could cheat. Not that that was your intention, but others would be able to by using. And, you know, Resing Unlimited things and what have you. So it's a totally different prefix on everything. So will not work with this system. Any other questions?
But we will have all those processes.
Yeah, all
You
those
can make
abilities are in
keys.
the new system.
You know, all those things are in our system.
Kennel making and skinning and blah, blah, blah.
You can do leather work. I created a leather work system that you can put leather goods in to manufacture and sell. And it has 5 products in it to start with.
Any other questions? Then I release the floor. RSVP, it's all yours.
excuse me. Okay. All right. So, I mean, the combat system we've got it's not utilized as much as we'd hope, but it is really cool and great. This, as Havoc said, will tie in with it because of making things which will make it much more realistic. So we got some cool things, and we're getting, you know, it's after the holidays, we're starting to get more visitors and stuff. So my question is, I think we should, for lack of a better term, advertise some of these things and try to get more people over. And the question I have for discussion is, when should we advertise it, and you know, or when do we want people to come over? My original thought would be we want to give us time to work on this thing, use it, learn it, and then maybe advertise to draw some visitors from other grids, maybe other venues like IRC, things like that, that, you know, we know what goes on with Second Life, how some people are reluctant to leave what they, quote, own there. And if we decide to, you know, pick a date, and however long people think we need to do that, that's okay. I'm not dictating, I'm just asking this question. And then when we're going to do that and we're going to advertise it, I think some planned events around that opening week, if you will, would be a good idea. What events do people think we should have? What events are people willing to host?
Tarn race.
I think a tarn race would be great. I think a small tournament of arms so people could see it would be great, or an archery tournament or an archery tournament. I mean, you know, there's a lot of different things that, you know, there's some maybe ideas people want to do, and maybe somebody wants to have a, you know, personally I like it, but maybe somebody wants to have a dance contest. You know, there's just different things that, what would people like to do for, you know, have their home do and contribute to it, and, you know, and host. I mean, I think clustering a number of things around this, the first week, this is when we, you know, if we advertise this and we try to get a number of visitors and we have different events going on while they're here, I think that would be good. But what are people's thoughts? So I'm going to open the floor to whoever else wants to speak right now, and to that or other ideas about doing this.
I thought it would be a great idea. I don't know if anyone else is interested. If there's somebody who would be willing to teach basic mesh making, if there's someone who knows enough about Blender or any of the other programs that they could teach something, I think you might even be able to get people from other grids for that.
We do have somebody that's actually learning and has some experience.
I know it's a
Shola,
huge undertaking. I'm sorry, Derry.
sorry, Shola from the Oasis is working on it. I could contact her and ask her if she's
That's a
willing to
problem.
teach.
The fact that
Why
she
is it a
doesn't
problem?
Which one?
She doesn't speak English.
Oh, well, that
That would
could be a
great if you
problem,
want
yes.
this class in Portuguese.
Not
Well,
without a
Lady
translator.
Ragna, Lady Ragna knows how to do that, so she might be willing to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, some of the people that are here well, like I say, when they watch the video, hopefully they'll see some things too. I guess the question is, okay, that's a great idea, and maybe nobody here can do it. Maybe some of the other people can do it. So, of people that are here, what would they be, you know, might they be willing to do?
I have a suggestion.
Go ahead, just take the floor, Torm.
No, I was just going to say, with regard to what I can offer in my area, I have the large dance pit, and quite happy to set up a DJ set up there and have a big old dance competition.
That'd be perfect. I think that'd be a great thing. I think a lot. I mean, and is that something? A thought about dovetailing on that. If we have some things and maybe we offer a small purse for the things that not comes out of anybody's. But Dari, can we create more of the CT money
That's not a problem.
for offer a purse? I mean, you know, so that people
Yes.
get it, and then visiting people would get some money, and they could then, you know, try some of the things and do some of the things. Is that a natural extension of that, or is that a stupid idea, or what?
That could be done.
Well, if it's a dance exposition, a competition and it's an exposition type of thing, like an expo. It's displaying what the girls are capable of doing in terms of Korean dance. However, to offer a purse, you actually have to have people coming from outside to come to visit us to actually take part in the competition, and we would have to exclude our own girls from taking out major prizes. Otherwise, it looks unfair to people from other grids. You've got to be competitively minded.
Yeah, he's got a point, because then it looks like, which is what I don't like with dance content, because I always hated dance contests. So I said I him because the girl from whatever home is hosting it almost always won, and so it's kind of bullshit. So actually, yeah, if you have it, you trigger something. If you make an exposition, you can
You showcase.
You showcase what the girls here, what animations we've got here, what the skins and the bodies here, avatars here can look like and do. It's a great way to show off the beauty here.
But then on the tail of that, you would have at that particular event, please join us for the first Rents Marshes dance competition coming up in 2 months, 3 months time.
Right.
And that would be displayed at the exposition, so that the people who came in to watch could also see that they could take part and also win a purse. And you just make sure that you note that
you have a follow-up event, a reason for them to come back.
Exactly. That was
I would argue
I
that
was
maybe it
thinking,
should be 2 months, but maybe up 3 weeks or a month, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month later, so you get them. We're drawing people back with some other events, as long as you're willing to do that. That's a brilliant idea.
Bloody fires burning.
Actually, I'd like to say, if you're going to do this anywhere, doing it in the rents actually makes the most sense, simply because if your draw distance is set right, you're not only showing off your sim, Torm, but the fact that you could actually see all the way out to Port Car in one direction, all the way up river in the other. It also shows the vastness of our sims and the inner connections therein. So that is the idea.
I agree. That sounds good too. Yeah. Although I have noticed, and I'm not sure if this is, what's the distance from one edge to the other edge of a sim, Darry? Is it 256 meters?
512.
So if I'm at 512 and I'm looking across at Port Car, I used to be able to see it. Now it's a little bit difficult. Even with my draw distance set to 1024, sometimes I'll miss out seeing Port Car at all from the opposite corner of my sim, which I used to be able to do.
Yes.
Wait, I know this one. I know the answer to this one. Torm.
Okay.
You need glasses. You need glasses.
Okay.
I know I'm blind. Oh my God.
I'm sorry, I had to.
No, that's great. Good question, Torm. So I can look at how I can change that, but that is an actual function of the upgraded software.
It does mean, so what's happening is something that was expected, and I'm not losing my eyesight. Thank you, Havoc.
Nope.
That was RSVP that said it was me.
Closer to the centre of the sim, but I am able to see Port Car at times.
That wasn't me, Torm. Don't blame me. That was RS3P.
I can look at it, Torm.
That was RS. I'm sorry, RS. I'm sorry, Havoc. Send everything that I sent to Havoc to RS. Thank you. Back to you, Barry.
That's all right. I'm used to getting blamed for things RSVP does anyway.
Well, one thing too that Kendra wanted to mention about some of these competitions is that we can make arrangements for GPR to broadcast them, which would give us a little bit more advertisement space.
Or WHIP, which would give us a lot more advertising.
Either one.
This WHIP has like 10 times the listeners GPR does.
Okay, so that's one thing one Torm wants to do, and perfect, great. I think it won't be a Turian event because the Tarn track is not in Turia, but we'll definitely do a Tarn race. Kerrigan, is there anything you specifically would like to do, run, or host? Or even something you think we should have that we're not thinking of, and maybe
If he's talking, we all got him turned down.
no, I turned him up some. I wonder if I put him to sleep when I was talking.
Could be.
I have that effect on people. So
I'm just stepping away from the microphone. I'll be right back.
okay.
Well, get back
I mean, a
to
project
whatever it is.
Whatever you want to do, or if there's either things. Okay, that's great. Maybe if there's any other things you think would be a good idea to have, maybe it's not something you can have yet, but input would be great. And Dari, other ideas from you?
I have no idea.
You've got a bit on your plate, so.
I have quite a bit on my plate. Sorry.
I could hardly hear him. Maybe that was just me.
He's got too much going.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. So that's why. Okay, well, like I say, Raph may want to do something, and some of the other, Dark may want to do something. So we'll see what other things they want to come up with. I think we definitely want to do the baton race for sure. Do we
Syrian
want?
Love Wars is coming up.
Okay.
That would
Do
be
we
something
want?
that would be fun. Sorry, Master.
Okay. Do we want to? We've talked about it before. Do a big feast somewhere with collaboration from everybody. I'm just throwing out some different ideas and seeing what sticks. Could we do an archery tournament somewhere?
We're not really set up for an archery tournament yet.
Okay.
Targets.
Okay.
Hello. I've had a little luck with it. Maybe we could.
I was wondering. I mean, I thought that might be something that could work. Be an easy thing for RAF. Because it's kind of cool with the bows, with the way Mikhail's calculated and how the drop of the arrows. So you have to adjust your target, where you aim when you hit targets farther out. Like, I mean, some of the old Robin Hood movie where they started shooting at 10 paces, then 20 paces, then 30 paces, 40, 50, till they weeded people out that didn't hit the bullseye. You could do it in that sort of a manner, not so you have to take 10 shots, but
You just have
might
to
be kinda-
actually hit the target is the problem. And the target has to report that it's been hit. So
right.
targets, which I've not yet got to work reliably enough for a contest.
Okay.
But I mean,
All right. Well, like I say, yeah, it may not be something we need to go on this go around. Maybe something that's coming later, or whatever. Okay. I would love to see us. I think Turia should host soccer. Should have a soccer game. And we can fit that into the
Soccer?
schedule. Soccer.
Mhm.
That's our game.
fun game.
It's always guys against the girls, and it's always shirts and skins. The guys are always shirts.
So, Master, then if the girls won the purse,
They turn it over.
Could we-
Esther still win.
Well, actually, not necessarily girls.
Totally saw that
if
coming.
there's 5 people per team, and let's say you made it, you gave out 200 of the coins
that's
per
not
winning
very
for the winning team. You would get 40 each, and so girls from other sims may get to keep theirs, but you give yours to me. So
Or you can make the entire purse to any free woman on the team. But she has to
Yeah.
play
Ah.
skins.
Now that's a good idea.
she has to play as skins.
A little
So-
incentive to
Oh,
win,
I
girls.
love how Lady Power was saying anything up until
I
then.
was on it.
Oh,
Right on it.
Because then they get enslaved and we take the money because they're running around with their boots.
Yeah, that's true, because if they go naked in public, they're enslaved, and then we get the money anyway. So
Aw.
it's a rigged system.
These suits.
Bodysuit.
Kendi wanted to mention one thing too about for people that are interested in getting more quality content here in the grid. You know, we have some great ways to do that with, you know, hyper gridding. DAZ 3D is another way. But Kendra found some vendors, and she made a list of 5 vendors that you can actually go and purchase from the Second Life catalog from. And many of those are full. You get to keep the rights to them. There are some rules involved, and Kendra has posted the rules on this note card. But it gives you a way to be able to use a DAE file, and then sometimes you have to rig it, and you can bring it over. Like I said, Kendra put their rules on there because some of them have very strict rules, and so
Are
you
there-
have to follow those rules.
Are there some of those vendors that would be willing to deliver here? Not have a shop here, necessarily, but deliver here. If people here.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
don't
they
have
Why
don't
don't
to.
you have?
It's not
Okay.
necessary when it's a DAE. DAEs are
All
for
right.
your local computer.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You upload
Again,
it
I'm
yourself.
technologically inept, so.
I was thinking
Ken-
not the DAE files,
Wait.
but the actual templates. That's because I don't know
They
how to
have-
work with
They
DAE
have
files.
those too. There are
Yeah,
vendors
that's
that,
what would
that
have
do
to
that
be
also.
deleted. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get in touch with Melia Mako about. I want her to deliver the templates over here.
Well, Kendra is going to give all the people that are interested in that a note card with five or six vendors that do that. Is anybody interested in having that information? I think Lady Powell, I gave it to you already.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
Okay, Master Kendra's happy to do it. They're one of the ones has a lot of stuff. Okay. The one that, and this one called Lyrical Bazaar, they have templates as well. So, and then they
They're
have,
very nice things. Very
they had a
nice.
lot.
Hmm.
But most of
For
the time you
men,
have
too.
to ask,
RCP, let's make sure we wrap this soon because we're 40 minutes in. And
Okay,
we'll watch
all
the
right.
video when it's
Okay.
40 minutes.
Well, I think actually you can okay, I'll just wrap it up and then we can continue talking. All right, so basically what we're asking is any ideas of events that people watching the video have, and any events that they would like to host. And, you know, we'll try to do it schedule things within a week or 10 days or whatever when we release this. And then if people have opinions on how long we should have for us to play with it before we make go and release it to the outside world. So with that, we'll adjourn. And like I say, we can end the video, Havoc, and then we will go ahead and continue just